Early voting in this year's primary election begins this Saturday. Now, you might have already gotten your ballot if you're voting by mail. News 10 NBC's Declan Stablo spoke with both Monroe County election commissioners to learn everything you need to know about voting this year. So, Declan, we do have a few changes when it comes to the actual voting day. We'll need to double check to assure that we're headed to the right place when we go to the polls, right?
That's right, Deanna. There's no change to the voting process itself, but the Monroe County Board of Elections says you might have a different voting location. For example, the polling site that was at the Parrington Square Mall is now here at the Parrington Presbyterian Church. Now, if you're voting early and in person, you can do so at any early voting site. There's still time to request a mail-in ballot, but you have to mail it in by the 13th or deliver it in person to the County Board of Elections by the day before the election, and that's June 23rd. Because of changes to U.S. Postal Service procedures, your ballot might not get a postmark the same day you send it in, so the state is urging people to mail them early. Both the Democratic and Republican election commissioners agree that one of the most important things to do is check your eligibility.
Again, when we're talking about a primary, it is something very specific to the parties that are actually conducting one. And so you, again, want to make sure that you check your status either on the verification letter or through the website, because only those who are eligible will actually be able to vote on June 23rd or during early voting.
Yes, I think eligibility is by far the most important thing. It keeps people from going to a site and being frustrated because they're not able to vote that day.
If you need to check your eligibility, you can do so at the Board of Elections website or with a verification letter that should have come through the mail. It's too late to change parties, but if you've never registered, the deadline is this Saturday. The election commissioners say they've sent out over 10,000 mail-in ballots so far and gotten about 20% of them back. Live in Parrington, Declan Stablo, News 10 NBC.
Declan, thank you so much. Now, for a full list of sites where you can vote early, look for this article on WHEC.com. 3 sites have an ASL interpreter. Those are at the Monroe County Office Building, the Henrietta Public Library, and the Brighton Farmers Market.